G'day, it's Jamie and welcome to Tantanoola Tigers. Today I'm reading an old newspaper report about a thylacine sighting at Lang Lang, Victoria in 1979. So we'll get into it. This was published in the Canberra Times on Friday the 28th of December 1979, titled Tasmanian Tiger Sightings, Melbourne. 3 Victorian men say they have seen the supposedly extinct Tasmanian tiger twice within 3 days in the southeast of Victoria. The sightings were near General Motors Holden's proving ground at Lang Lang, southeast of Melbourne, and were 3 kilometres apart. Both happened at 5:40 a.m. when the men, members of a road gang, were on their way to work. Mr. Ian Gary, 37, of Curnow, said that both times the tiger was crossing the road 50 metres ahead of them and moved with a loping gait. In the car with him were Mr. Ernie Hayde, 30, of Bass, and Mr. Slim Holland, 22, of Wonthaggi. We looked at each other with disbelief, Mr. Gary said. It had a long tail. Its back sloped away to its hindquarters. It was thick set with stripes, and it had a square head like a pig's snout. It just looked at the car without being disturbed and kept crossing at its own pace. It didn't run like a dog or a fox. The first time we saw it, we thought we were seeing things, but the second time we knew we weren't. The men had kept quiet for fear of being ridiculed. When they eventually told workmates of the sightings, which had occurred on November 26th and 27th, another man said he had seen the animal but had kept quiet for the same reason. The last Tasmanian tiger held in captivity died in a Tasmanian zoo in 1933. There has never been a confirmed mainland sighting of it. Most zoologists believe the species was wiped out. Others, believing it must have survived in the wilds, have spent months hunting it, but all they have seen are footprints and tufts of hair on hair in traps. Reported sightings have come from the northeast of Tasmania, Victoria's Melville Caves, Queensland's rainforests, and the Derby area of Western Australia. Experts have dismissed them as mistaken sightings of feral cats, mangy foxes, or dogs. Mr. Gary said, I do a lot of shooting. I know what a feral cat or a fox looks like. A lecturer at the zoology at the University of New South Wales, Dr. Michael Archer, said, any turn-up of the tiger in Victoria would be a scientific turn-up of the century. The tiger was an Alsatian-sized marsupial related to the kangaroo, and one of its key features was the way there was no distinction between its body and tail. Evidence from skeleton findings show the tiger had survived in the Kimberleys until at least 80 years ago, but there was no evidence to show that it had survived in Victoria past 2,000 years ago. The end. I was just really interested in this. So the 3 blokes have seen it twice, driving to work in the morning. And they didn't want to tell anyone because they didn't want to be ridiculed. And then they found out another bloke saw it, and they said it had a loping gait, had a long tail, back sloped away from its hindquarters. It was thick set with stripes, square head like a pig's snout, and didn't run like a fox or a dog, which is pretty interesting. I'd love to know whether they actually saw a thylacine. I hope they did. Okay, that's it from me. I'll get back to you all next time. Bye.